Okay, for the last video, I am going to do a few problems from the topic Properties of Exponents Challenge. So I remember this was a little bit challenging when we did it a few weeks ago. Hopefully, once you've done all these other topics, it will be easier. Okay, Natalie tried to evaluate an expression step by step. So she's got 4 to the negative 3 times 2 to the negative 3 raised to the 0 power. Well, hopefully you remember the explanation from a different video of when I explained negative exponents. I explained that anything raised to the 0 power is 1. So her mistake is that she said 8 to the 0 is 0. Anything to the 0 power is 1. And if you look at my video explaining negative exponents, you will see why. So her mistake is in step 3. Okay, find his mistake. Okay, so -6, 5 to the negative 6 divided by 5 to the negative 4. The shortcut is when you are dividing powers, you subtract the exponents. So -6, oh, he's got it right here. -6 minus -4 would turn into -6 plus 4, which is -2. He did that right. And then that's 1 over 5 to the second. So yeah, he did not make a mistake. I don't remember them all being like this, but maybe I'm just getting a few in a row. Okay, let's look at this one. We're raising a power to a power. So then I would do -2 times 3, which would be -6. Oh, okay, never mind. Let's go ahead and simplify what's in the parentheses first. So -2 plus -3 is -5. So 4 to the negative 5, yes. Raised to the third, that's correct. Okay, and then we're going to do -5 times 3. Oh, that's the mistake. This person should have done -5 times 3. They did -5 plus 3. So the mistake is in step 2. So it should have been -5 plus -5 times 3. This should have been -15. Which expressions are equivalent to 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 times 7, 7 times itself 5 times? Well, this is going to be 7 to the 5th because when I divide powers, I subtract the exponents. So if I do, oh, it's not letting me write on there. If I do 8 minus 3 is 5. So that's correct. This is not correct because I would add 5 and 1 and get 7 to the 6th, but this is just 7 to the 5th. Okay, so that's it. Which expressions are equivalent to 1/5? This is 1/5 raised to the 4th power, which would be 1 to the 4th over 5 to the 4th, and 1 raised to any power is just 1, so this is really just 1 over 5 to the 4th, which is 5 to the negative 4. Which I don't, oh, okay, right here, -2 times 2. If you're raising a power to a power, you multiply. So this would be correct. This would not be correct. This would just be 1. Okay, I'm dividing, which means my shortcut is subtract those exponents. So -3 minus -1. Be careful when you're subtracting a negative. -3 minus -1 turns into negative plus 1, which is -2. So this is going to be 7 to the -2, which would be 1 over 7 squared, which is same thing as 7 to the -2. So both of those. Okay, multiplying powers, but the bases are not the same. Okay, so this is going to be 1 over 4 squared times, and I'm looking at the answer choices as I write this, 1 over 7 squared. That is not 1 over 28 squared. That's a mistake. But this, no, this is not going to work either. None of these are going to work. This would be 4 to the negative 4 times 7 to the negative 4. None of these are correct. Oh, I did it wrong. Uh-oh. 1 over, maybe I'm wrong on this. 1 over 4 squared times 1 over 7 squared. Oh, you know what? I think that you can do it that way. So that would be 1 over, yeah, you know what? I was wrong on that. That's 1 over 4 times 7 to the second power, which would be 1 over 28. I just did not think of that. Okay, so that'd be 1 over 28 squared, which is this one. Could it be this one? 4 times 7 to the negative 4. So they're thinking like add these two together, but you can't add these if the bases are not the same. I think it's just 1 over 28 squared. Okay, so I think you get the idea. I'll do these last few really quickly, but you may not need to watch all of these. This you could add the exponents right here. 3 plus 2 is 5, so that'd be 5 to the 5th, and then raise that to the 4th power. So you would do 5 times 4, which would be 20. So it'd be 5 to the 20th. Now I'm looking at the answer choices. I don't see 5 to the 20th. I see 25 to the 20th, which is not the same thing, and I see 25 to the 5th. That'd be 25 to the, whoops, I didn't mean to select that. That would be 20, I'm trying to write 25 to the 20th, which is not the same as 5 to the 20th. Let me look back. That'd be 5. 3 plus 2 is 5, and then I raise it to the 4th power. 5. I'm going to go with none. Okay, anything raised to the 0. This is like the same problem we were doing a second ago. Okay, her mistake is in step 3. Okay, this wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. For some reason, I thought you were going to get a whole bunch of negative exponents. Oh, speak of the devil. Neil tried to simplify an expression step by step. He did -6 minus -4. That's right. I feel like we just did this one. That would be 5 to the -2, that's correct. There's no mistake. Okay, I'm going to stop here because I'm starting to get some of the same problems. And good luck. And I wasn't even recording. Oh.